My dear 8th standard children, good morning to you all. You have already received your textbooks, isn't it? So it's the right time to start our lessons. Are you ready? Shall we start Science Chapter 1? Yes. See the picture of some tools and equipments. Have you seen these tools anywhere? Think normally who uses them? Yes, you got the answer. They are used in the agricultural fields. Now Paheli and Bujo, do you remember them? Your textbook friends in 6th and 7th standard? Yes, they accompany you in 8th standard too. A warm welcome to them also. Paheli and Bujo went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. Their uncle is a farmer. One day they saw some tools like kurpi, sickle, shovel, plow, etc. in the field. See here Bujo talking to you. I want to know where and how we use these tools. Do you know children where and how we use these tools? Let's learn about it in this lesson. All living organisms require food. Plants synthesize food for themselves, but animals, including humans, cannot make their own food. You have learnt all these things in your previous classes. See here, Bujo talking again. Since we all need food, how can we provide food to a large number of people in our country? Yes, Pujo's question is very meaningful. How can we provide food to large number of people in India? So Paheli has an answer for that question. She says food has to be produced on a large scale. She is correct. So in order to provide food for a large population, regular production, proper management and distribution is necessary. So in this chapter 1, crop production and management, let's learn the production of food. The name of the first chapter is crop production and management. So let's first know what is a crop. When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, cereals, pulses, vegetables and fruits. So these are grown and cultivated on a large scale at one place. So we can call them as a crop. Crops are of different types like cereals, vegetables and fruits. These can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. So on the basis of the season, they are classified mainly into two types. Number 1, Kharif crops. Number 2, Rabi crops. So what are Kharif crops? The crops which are sown in the rainy season are called Kharif crops. In India, it's generally from June to September, like paddy, maize, soya bean, cotton, groundnut, etc. These are Kharif crops. Why are these sown in rainy season? Because they require lot of water to grow. What are Rabi crops? The crops which are sown in the winter season are called Rabi crops. In India, it's generally from October to March. See the picture here, like wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed. So besides these Rabi crops and Kharif crops, some pulses and vegetables are grown during summer at many places. Now let's see the basic practices of crop production. These are also called agricultural practices. See, a list is given here. List of agricultural practices. First one, preparation of soil. Second one, sowing. Third one, adding manure and fertilizers. Fourth one, irrigation. Fifth one, protecting from weeds. Sixth one, harvesting. And the seventh one, storage. So there are 7 agricultural practices. Let us learn one by one in detail in this lesson. So before that, now watch this.
One second, anyway, so.
यो डाँडा माथि हलो जोड्ने साथी यो डाँडा माथि हलो जोड्ने साथी यो डाँडा माथि हलो जोड्ने साथी डल्ला फर्काई फर्काई डल्ला फर्काई फर्काई जुरो ढल्काई ढल्काई हो तारे हो
Did you watch the video? Was it nice? What did you understand from that? What did you see in the video? It is the first practice of crop production, preparation of soil, that is plowing the field, isn't it? Yes. So what do you mean by preparation of soil? It is the first step before growing a crop. It is the important step in agriculture to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of the earthworms and microbes present in the soil. The earthworms are called friends of farmer as they further turn the soil, loosen the soil and add humus to it. So the plowing of the soil is done by using a plow. See the picture of a plow and observe its parts. So in the preparation of soil, plowing of the soil is done which loosen the soil. So how it is done? Agricultural implements used to break the soil clumps before sowing the seeds are plow, hoe and cultivator. These 3 are the implements used for the preparation of the soil. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or plowing. This is done by using a plow. So what is plowing? Process of loosening and turning of the soil. This is the first step in agriculture. See the picture of a plow and a farmer plowing the field. Plow shaft and plowshare are the main parts of the plow. You can see the parts clearly in this picture also. Plow is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds, scraping of the soil, etc. This implement is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals like horses and camels, etc. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called plowshare. The main part of the plow is a long log of wood which is called a plow shaft. There is a handle at one end of the shaft. The other end is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's necks. So the next implement is hoe. It is a simple tool to removing weeds and for loosening the soil. See the picture of the hoe. It has a long rod of wood or iron. A strong, broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends and it acts like a blade. It is pulled by animals. See, what can you see in this picture? It is the picture of a cultivator. Nowadays, plowing is done by tractor-driven cultivator. The use of cultivator saves labor and time. So children, so far we learned the preparation of soil, that is the first step. Now watch this video.
Nicely, and then you're ready to plant your seeds. There's a few different ways that you can sow seed. The traditional way for sowing crops is in straight lines or drills, and you can just make a straight line with your finger or a bamboo cane or something, and then sow your seed into that. Sowing nice and thinly not only saves seed, but it also saves you time, for when you go back you won't need to thin them out so much. And then just lightly cover. You only need to sow seed twice the depth of the size of the seed. So something like carrot that's a tiny little seed barely needs to be covered. So place them out, following the spacing that's on the front of the packet. And then just simply push those into the ground, remembering again twice the depth of the size of the seed.
The bullocks are made to stretch more to break the soil. Yellappa and his whole family is out at work. The rains gave their 3 acres of land deep inside Savanur village in Haveri in North Karnataka a miss, just like it did to the entire region and some parts of central Karnataka, forcing a severe drought. This monsoon season, Yellappa is sowing maize. The small farmer says he lost nearly 90,000 rupees last year after his crops failed. Besides, he has a loan of over 1.5 lakh rupees.
Children, what did you watch in the video? Yes, you are right. It is nothing but sowing. What is sowing? The process of scattering seeds or putting seeds in the ground soil for growing the crop plants is called sowing. Good quality seeds are clean and healthy seeds free from infection and diseases. So what type of seeds are to be sowed? The seeds should be of good quality. They should be clean and healthy. Isn't it? See here. Paheli is telling something. Yes, Paheli. One day I saw my mother put some gram seeds in a vessel and pour some water on them. After a few minutes, some seeds started to float on top. I wonder why some seeds float on water. See children, Paheli has a doubt. What is that? When the seeds are put in water, why some seeds float on water? You might have observed this in your homes also. When your mother soaks seeds in water. To understand this, to find out the reason, you have to do this activity. Take a beaker. So at your home, if you don't have beaker, you can take one glass or plastic cup, etc. and try this activity at your homes. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. Put a handful of wheat seeds and stir well. Wait for some time and observe. See children in the picture. There are seeds in water. Observe them. What can you see? Are there seeds which float on water? Yes. Would those be lighter or heavier than those which sink? We know that lighter seeds always float on water. Why would they be lighter? Because they are damaged seeds, isn't it? Damaged seeds become hollow and they become lighter, so they float on water. Are they of good quality? No. Are they fit for sowing? No. We have to discard them. So this is a best method to separate good seeds from the bad ones. So there are two methods of sowing seeds. First one is manual sowing. It is the traditional method by scattering the seeds in the field by hand. This method is also called as Broadcasting. This is used in case of wheat. Seeds sown by this method are unevenly distributed in the field. They are not evenly distributed. So it's not a good method, I feel. So second one, by using seed drills. Seeds can also be sown by using a simple implement called a seed drill. Seeds sown with a seed drill are, see the advantages using seed drills. First one, they are evenly distributed with proper distance. Second one, they reach the right depth. A seed drill consists of 5 to 6 long vertical pipes with a funnel at the top. The drill is attached to a plow. It may be driven by bullocks or by a tractor. So using seed drills is the best method of sowing seeds. See in the picture, they are using what? That is funnel shaped implement. The seeds are filled into the funnel passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. These ends pierce into the soil and place the seeds there. It is the traditional method of sowing. See in the picture of a seed drill. Nowadays, the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distances and depths. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. This prevents damage caused by birds. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. So this is the best method to be adopted. Children, till now we studied the first 2 basic practices of crop production, that is preparation of soil and sowing. In the next class, let us continue the remaining practices. So write down the homework for you. First homework is read page number 1 to 5 in your science textbook. Second one, give 2 examples each for Kharif crop and Rabi crop. Third one, write a paragraph on sowing. And fourth homework is, if possible, try to see these agricultural implements. Find out in your locality, in your neighbor's house, if they are there. Just go and watch them and observe its parts. That's all for today. Thank you, children.